Jason.
Good morning, Deeds. I almost said Friday. It's Monday. We're home in our
You
own
got a case of the
bed.
Fridays. Yeah, no, yeah. It's nice. It's nice to be back in Neverland.
Yeah.
But
So, happy Monday. What's on the
happy
agenda?
Monday.
What's on the agenda this week?
This week, got two gutter jobs, honing down my CRM, and actually, I'm starting marketing this week. So what I'm doing is I'm using WCR's new CRM, and they've got templates built in where I can send emails to customers. So I've got a template open now, just with call to action, list of services, all that stuff. About to fire that off this afternoon to, start dripping it to my customers, get some work lined up. But just a nice week ahead. I think we've got good weather, so anything on the books, we'll be having a nice day, I think.
Word to your mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Janet says hi. All is well. But yeah, just coming down from the huge. I mean, taking everything I just learned from the huge, trying to get it down and try to focus my time and energy on important things here over the next couple of weeks versus just getting back in the swing of things. So just trying to get stuff done. What's your week look like?
Today is a recoup day. We got Eric Rogers that just popped in. Today's a recoup day for me. Um,
Good
I
morning,
am
guys.
I am still kind of recuperating from the week that we just had. We have stuff Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going out to give a bid today. Just trying to get back on track, kind of like what you said. You know, the huge comes at a perfect time of the year for me personally.
Hmm.
This year it just so happened to fall on my birthday was the start date. But come August, dude, I'm dragging ass. I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of hot. I'm not myself.
We're like shriveled up raisins this time of year.
And yeah, the money's dried up a little. The leads have slowed down and the huge comes and then it kind of refills we talk about filling our passion bucket all the time.
Hmm.
So the huge came at the right time. So yeah, it was a good time. Just gonna try to, like you kind of mentioned, implement some of this stuff. I didn't this year I wasn't This year I was going for a different purpose. Um, in years past, I've had a set goal of what I wanted to attain or what I wanted to try to do. And this year I didn't really have that purpose set in stone. I knew that we were going to do some live stuff.
Like
Um,
cake stone.
so it was a little different. So
Hmm.
yeah, I want to say what up to all the people that are popping in here. Chris Eckstein popped in, Damien's on the line, Jake Stone, my guy from the first huge I
Morning,
went to,
fellas.
popping in. Um, Magdos, what up? Squeegee Tom in the house. I'm so happy to see everybody, man.
Yeah, good
Um,
morning.
so back to the huge. You and I got in there on the 19th. Um, and then people start coming in, trickling in the 19th, and they start trickling in the 20th, and then the 21st, basically everybody was finally there.
Yep.
Um, this year, I don't know, man. I was kind of dragging. I have these ideas in my head. Some of them come to fruition, some of them don't. I got a personal phone call or text first thing the day that we woke up, and the text was my wife telling me that my mother-in-law
My
was in the
wife.
yeah, my
That's
wife,
her.
my mother-in-law was in the hospital. So that kind of but like
Yeah.
took the
Our,
energy off of my room, or out of out of me. And then you and we walk into the spot to go meet for coffee. Um, and we did a live shot, and I checked my messages and made a returned a phone call real quick to somebody, and I normally probably wouldn't have even done it. And then the other person on the line was telling me that they had cancer and that they were trying to like emote to me, and I couldn't handle it right then and there.
sure. There's a lot
And
going on.
yeah, and I didn't know how to respond. I didn't know how to answer. And unfortunately, I just kind of fucking dwelled on both of those messages for like 2 days. And there's it's out of my control at that point. But I still feel like there's like, I don't know. I don't know. I felt like I wasn't necessarily my total 100% self, and I couldn't give all to what I
Sure.
wanted to do,
Well,
dedicate.
we all have personal shit going on, you know. I'm sorry to hear that
Yeah.
about your, again,
Everybody, well, unfortunately, my other friend, she's still going to be dealing with stuff, but my mother-in-law is out of the hospital. She's going to be on a lot of
mother-in-law.
medication for a lot of days, a lot of weeks, and there's
Sure,
going to be a rough road ahead of her. But I wish that I was the type of person who could let go of things a little easier, if you know what I mean.
sure.
Um, so,
Well,
so there's
empathy goes a long way. It shows you have a heart. You're not just like you're not the Tin Man. You've got it. So
that. Well, thank you. And I
just
didn't, I was
just
trying
because you
to,
rock doesn't mean you're made of Jade Stone. Okay.
yeah, Jake Stone. The good morning, Craig Hensel. He was one of the superstars
Morning,
of the
Mike.
event.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, Craig. I'm
yeah,
rocking Craig's shirt. Boom.
yeah, that's a
Shooting the
lovely
breeze
with
with
goo
doing
and
deeds.
deeds.
Love it. Love it.
We can't thank Craig and Grace enough for their time and thinking of us when
Yeah.
developing those shirts.
They had the
Damien,
coolest booth at the Huge, by the way.
they sure did. Damien came up with that name, Shooting the Breeze, and then Grace and Craig came up with that image, and it's a really cool shirt, and I'm super happy and proud to rock it when I put it on.
Yeah,
So
I like it. It fits nice.
yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So what was other than Craig's booth, was something that popped out to you at the Huge? Anything big? Like, I
Just
mean,
the amount of Christmas dollars. It's like there was every fifth booth was LED Christmas lights, permanent lights, temporary lights, knockoff lights, northern lights. There's lights everywhere. So there's definitely a push for the washers, the window cleaners, pressure guys to get into Christmas lights. So they have offers for courses. They have all that. They have suppliers. So if you're into lights and want to get to know lights, the Huge is now catering to light guys. Zero and WCR had a great booth, manned by some great reps. Uh, the whole thing was busy pretty throughout the day I was there, the first day. Um, just a lot of good turnout, a lot of sea of sublimation, guys with their shirts, guys with their wives. So they're bringing
yeah.
everybody, and yeah, it was really cool to see everybody there, and uh, some of the keynote speakers were great, uh, but yeah, the booth and exhibition was pretty neat.
Yeah, the exhibition, in my opinion, in the showroom floor is always the trade show floor is probably like just basically what I'm really going there for. I want to go and meet people and see some of the big dogs in action. And we definitely did that. The first day we were there, the first person we run into, the one and only Sid
Mr.
Graff.
Sid, yeah.
And so I'm outside having a puff with Deeds. We're just enjoying ourselves, trying to figure out what our plan is. We walk in through the one entrance, and yeah, of course, the first person we bump into is Sid,
Good morning.
and yeah, man, it was wonderful to get an opportunity. And you know what, too, Deeds, one of the best things about us going in early. Did you see Sid at all the rest of that time? I
No,
mean,
he was
other
working.
than when yeah, other than when he was like performing or on stage or announcing people.
No,
That
just
dude,
until he teleported back on the start date.
yep, exactly. So getting in town early, I think, does help. It helps you get your bearings. It helps you find out like where everything's at. And also, like I said, get your bearings mentally because it is kind of overwhelming. You're in a new place. And yeah, it's just the Gaylord's huge. So I recommend going in early if you can, um, if you have that opportunity. So who else did we see early while we were there? We ran into Gabe from
No,
uh
Squeegee U.
Squeegee U and Spotless in Tucson, which is just 2 hours south of me. So we saw him. We saw Sid the first day. Anybody else? Do you remember?
Uh, the owner, Michael, I think.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mike Delkey we ran into too. He's one of the owners as well. And he actually gave a tremendous speech
Yeah,
on
it was a good speech.
the second day. Um, talking about multiplying your business and how to grow from 420 to 4.2 to 42. It just sounds like,
10X. Yeah, it's
yeah,
tricky, but it's all doable.
yeah, that is wild. So I'm gonna give a shout out real quick before we start talking about some more stuff that happened at the Huge. We've got a bunch of people popping on. I think I mentioned messaged Chris Eckstein, Jake Van Orden's popped on, Devin, who we met while we were there, and his lovely girl Marissa. Um,
Can't forget that name.
Yep, can't forget that name. Sean Zimmerman popped in. I haven't seen Sean in a while, so I'm really happy to see him,
Morning,
dude.
fellas.
Grad. And Charles Smith, my man Chuck D. I actually had a great conversation with Chuck D on Saturday. So looking forward to getting together with some of these people in person and having a couple of the people that I just talked about be guests coming up real soon. So what do you think about that, Deeds?
I think it's great. Do it. Do it.
Do
So,
it. Do it.
do yes. But
Yeah, man.
yeah, no diggity, no doubt. Let's bag it up. So
Yeah.
about the huge, Craig. Craig had a really awesome booth. What do you think of it? He had intricate pictures, rep, all that stuff, channels on the wall. It was great. It was beautiful.
Yeah, man. So one of the best things, stop, Fred. One of the best things that, or one of the things that I can say that about Craig personally is, we've all said it before. If you know him at all, he has a lot of passion. He has a lot of energy and he knows what he wants to do. And he put it all together on a display for everyone to see what it is that he does, his family members have done. It's all
His heart.
encompassing and it is all it shows is the heart that that man has. And Grace too. They put a shit
Yeah,
ton of energy into doing that. And
yeah,
it's all for just a couple of days for maybe 1,000 people, 1,500 people to walk by, congregate, check it out, and realize how big our industry really is.
yes,
So he put it all together, she put it all together, and they absolutely crushed.
yeah. I
They
hope
put the,
the whole rolling with the window cleaner museum. I hope that grows and expands over the coming years. There's a lot of talk in the works to make that really awesome. So props to Craig and Grace for keeping it going. Hopefully next year will be even awesomer in Orlando.
absolutely. They the nice thing too is it's almost like an interactive.
Mm,
Uh, it's almost like it's an interactive booth because if you walk in and you talk to or you attempt to have a conversation with Craig, you're going to find out what's what. So you're
sure.
going to get basically a virtual walk, or not a, yeah, you're going to get yes, a walk around and he's going to tell you every single piece. And that is kind of exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, Eric Rogers. I didn't know if I named him yet, but he's in the house too. Good to see you, buddy. Both of us got an opportunity to meet him, right?
Yes, I think so.
Did you?
Yeah, in the
Okay.
morning.
And then did we catch him at the nighttime when we were all hanging out waiting to find at like 6 o'clock when they were going to name the winner of that first
The first
when we
night.
saw when we saw Eddie Stewart too. I mean, it was a lot
Yeah,
of
we
fun.
ran into a bunch of folks. It was awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, Craig's booth was by far I think because also it hadn't been seen yet and it was like there was buildup and anticipation
It was great.
to see the layout and that fool delivered. And I say fool
Mm,
with the utmost. That is like a term of endearment when I say that fool delivered. He crushed.
yeah,
And I couldn't be happier for him. Matter of fact, we later on that night, I think right after we dropped you off, um, we were getting ready to go hang out with Damien and Rachel. And turns out it's dinner time, but it's not where we were gonna go. We ended up meeting up with Craig and some friends, his wife and
his
Grace and
wife.
yeah, his wife and Grace and her husband and
We don't do
Devin
husbands.
was there with Marissa and Chris was there and then Jeffrey Scott showed up and yeah, it was a big table full of fun. Just Mike Matthews was obviously with me. You knew that because he
Lots of tasty burgers.
so I didn't do burger that time. I did pulled pork sandwich, which was just
Yeah, Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce. Can't go wrong with that.
yeah, it was stellar. So everything was good there. Um I didn't we didn't really do any extracurricular activities this year. You did the water park last year. I have yet to do that.
Hands down, it was
Um,
awesome.
yeah, so we didn't really do any extracurricular activities. We did do a lot of hanging out with some of our friends outside, chilling, getting to know one another. Um, so that was a
Networking.
yeah,
That's what it's all about.
networking, sure. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. That was all. Yeah, that and just yeah, seeing the people get to meet, competition guys in their market, stuff like that. Because a lot of guys, are shy from that. But here, everyone's letting their hair down, chatting. You can get a lot of tips, ideas, and whatever from talking to people. And again, good time all around.
yeah, man. Later on in the afternoon, people tend to get a little more. So what Grace told me, I think she used the word socially lubricated.
Yes,
And so that is another way that people start to let loose, and everybody starting to feel their own, and get their bearings, and start letting loose. And I can't tell you what a good time I had. We ran into some other friends too that I have seen over the years. You know, Jeff Likes is one of them. I met Jeff at my first convention, and he was walking past me, and he had a shirt that said Streak Free Academy, and then my hat said Streak Free AZ. And at that point in my career, I hadn't seen Streak Free anywhere else. Yeah.
like a
Uh,
Spider-Man
so I
situation.
was like, check it out. Look, dude. Hey, look at my company and look at your company. We're like the same. And he's all, okay.
All
Uh,
right,
and
cool.
so he introduced himself, and I got a chance to meet him that day. And he had Mikey with him that day. And we ran into Jeff and Mikey on, I want to say Wednesday or Thursday, whatever day it was. And I'll be honest with you, I needed to see Mikey. That interaction, that smile, that dog's love. I think it was something that I needed right then, right there. So props and shout out to Jeff Likes for being right where he was, right when I needed him. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So
Plus, the dog's got a cool name. His name is Mikey Likes.
Mikey likes,
Yeah, that's very
kind of like
nice.
Mikey likes it.
Yes, he does. I wonder if he's got a
I
middle
did,
name.
I
Michael.
did,
Mikey really likes it.
I did never even put that together.
No,
Oh, that's
got
freaking
two and
hilarious.
two make three. But yeah, so you rocking the coffee this morning?
Yes, sir. I did not go to Starbucks yet last night. I threw some coffee in the ice containers and made some coffee ice cubes and
Neat.
threw those bitches in the old coffee, and now we're just going strong.
Jamming.
Craig says it's taken several hours to catch up from Facebook messages and posts. This trip wasn't flipping awesome. Craig,
Yes.
you deserve a lot of kudos, like we said, and I'm sure your energy level is.
Hats off, sir.
Yes, hats off to you, dude. I can imagine that lots of people wanted to communicate and say what up. A lot of people appreciated it. Um, one of the fun things is as I've kind of been going to these more and more, and as our show gets a little more traction, and as people continue to watch, um, we were walking for our coffee probably 6:15, 6:30 in the morning, and I hear Jason Mark. And I turn around and I don't recognize the dude. But it was Adam Hogan, and I had seen him online a bunch of times. We had communicated a little bit, but it was awesome that he said what up to us because, to be honest, I wouldn't like my facial visual isn't always spot on. And if I haven't had complete interaction with you in person, sometimes I get faces mixed up. And also, if I see you
Bruce
on Facebook,
Willis or Brad Pitt. They got the facial aphasia. Can't see
yeah, and
faces.
I kind of feel like I have that, but also like in Facebook, if I'm not wearing my glasses
Facebook.
while I'm scrolling, if I'm not wearing my glasses, I can't fucking see like sometimes. So unless your
Huh.
picture is huge, like I
You're
don't
in your
really,
mid 40s. It
yeah,
happens.
I don't really know what you look like. Sorry. But yeah, it was great to catch up with Adam, and then we ended up bringing
Yep.
him over,
He was hanging out. Yeah.
introducing him to Mike Nichols. They both are avid fishermen, so um, that was cool too. You know what I mean? I
Cool.
don't know if they had communicated before, but an in-person introduction is always awesome. And
Yep.
I can't think of anybody better to meet in person than Mike Nichols. I mean, shit, the dude's just about as good as they get.
Well, I don't know. Cindy Crawford would be cool. I'm just kidding.
You're
Cindy
too
Crawford from like
funny.
35 years ago.
Dude, I
Have a
just watched
Pepsi.
Jumanji last week,
Yeah, you
and
mentioned it. So I mentioned it, I
yeah,
think.
and that reference popped up, and the guy's like, "Yeah, man, I'll just get Cindy Crawford," and they're like, "Cindy Crawford, bro, how long you been in here?"
Yeah, good stuff.
Uh,
But Robin Williams will forever be in my heart as the Jumanji-ness.
yeah. Well, the new
But
ones are pretty solid, so if you get an
I've
opportunity, and
seen
you're
a part of the first one. Yeah,
yeah, if you're looking for something for your kids to watch and actually get a decent laugh that isn't too shabby, Jumanji isn't bad.
cool.
So
We've rolled through Minecraft quite a few times.
I
Jack
have yet
Jack
to
Black.
watch them, but
It's watchable.
I've never played Minecraft. I don't know what it is. So, I
Mhm.
mean, I know it's what it is, but I don't,
I really respect that it exists. It's out
sure, I
there.
respect that, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, speaking of Craig and such, what about the winner, his rolling with the window cleaner contest?
So they did that huge contest. He had a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
goodies, $1,000 to
$1,000
help
gift
him.
card.
Yeah, man, to that. And it was a guy that we met while we were there and hanging out with and enjoying and spending some time with, and a fellow window cleaner. It was Chris
Yep.
Eckstein. He's actually in the room right now, or at least it says he's watching. So that was amazing.
Yep.
Um, so Chris was hanging
Good.
out with us outside. He introduced us to that guy Devin and his girlfriend, and they announced it like I think on the first day.
Yeah. Get it out of the way, announce the winner, let them enjoy themselves. That was awesome. So congrats to Chris and thank you for Craig and Grace and their sponsors for putting that all together and making it happen.
Yeah, so we ended up hanging out with Chris quite a bit, and he's out of Kentucky. I
Mhm.
forget what city in Kentucky, but he drove up there in his nice Dodge Ram and his beautifully logoed vehicle. And he's with Freedom Window Cleaning, and we're gonna get him on later on this week. So Chris, I'm gonna shoot me a text or shoot me a message. We'll set it up. Try to figure out a day. But we'd love for you to be able to kind of share your story about what you went through for this huge, what you thought of it, how, what you're gonna take from it, and tell us a little bit about your story, your window cleaning journey, and what you plan on doing with that $1,000. And
Rubbers, lots of rubbers.
and yes, lots of rubbers. And I really want you to get an opportunity to share what you're working on behind the scenes for the next coming month or so. So we're gonna get you on this week. Give me a shout. Um, Good man. Yeah, Devin, you're absolutely right. He is a good guy. Um, Very open, shared with everybody. That's always an amazing attribute. Sharing is caring. He definitely did that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Service above self.
yeah. So
And
Deeds,
yes.
this year something happened that didn't happen in years past. We
Nope.
got
So we got
rolled
him.
up. We got rolled up by security. We got rolled up on by security. Whoop
Bloop,
whoop.
bloop. Yeah.
They even
Going out of here.
they even tried to throw the little yellow flashing lights on us like we were doing something crazy.
Got a whistle and everything, Craig.
Yeah, man, we
Top
need to
flight.
have we should have had a lookout, bro.
Look out. But either way, it ended well. Uh, and that was cool.
Yeah, it
How
was
was uh,
fun.
how was your flight back? Anything funny happen on the flight back?
I don't remember, dude. Like, to be honest, like this trip was like, I don't know, my brain was just kind of fogged. Um,
That's Chris. Mind gotta snap out of it.
yeah, I kept trying, and I would get out of it for about an hour or two, and then I would just get in this fog. And um, I kind of shared with you a little bit once you got there too. I had recently started a new medication the week prior, so it's kind of just now starting to take effect and like
Cool.
level out. And sometimes it takes 14 days, what have you. Um, but I was just like, I don't know, I just felt kind of like I didn't like I wasn't feeling, you know what I mean? And So hopefully that starts to subside and then everything can just, we'll go on with that, about our business and go start kicking ass and taking names. The flight on the way
Yep.
home was easy though. We landed right on time, actually about 15 minutes early. Anything fun and exciting happened for you? No drunk
Nope.
passengers?
No drunk passengers. Nothing funny like that. Guy almost missed his flight in the gate next to us because he was sleeping on his bag. So that was funny. I was like, wonder if that's his name that they're calling. Finally, one of the gate attendants shook him. He said, "Huh? Are you Dale or whatever?" Yeah, they're about to leave without you. So that was interesting. Don't sleep at the airport.
Dog, that happened to me in Atlanta.
Really?
I was flying to Florida and I was in a bad spot personally. I was going to Florida to try to escape, you know what I mean? Like not the law or anything, but I was trying to get my life in order and get some shit, get my ducks in a row.
Yeah, get out of where you were.
I fell asleep in Atlanta and then I woke up and I was like, where is everybody? And they're like, oh, they moved gates. And I was like, what the fuck? So then I had to run all the way like to Atlanta airport. I've only been there for that one time, but I understand it's one of the largest in the country. And I had to go from one different area to the other. By the time I got there, the plane had already left. So yeah,
Jeez.
that was horrible.
Yeah, that sounds real bad. But
Yeah.
yeah, that didn't happen to me. So that's cool.
It's all, but yeah, that didn't happen to me.
Yeah. Remember, stay awake. But yeah, also on the back note, Craig Hensel, anyone who bought a ticket through Craig and Grace did win something. So something awesome. So that was really cool of them.
That is awesome. I'm reading through Craig's quote or Craig's. I do not remember driving home. I was busy developing ideas and such while I was driving. Pretty sure I yelled at a few other drivers who slowed me down. Craig, I don't think anything can slow you down or stop you, buddy. You're the man. The
Well,
energy.
having driven from Nashville to Cleveland and Cleveland to Nashville on the way back, up to Buffalo, I can say
Yeah.
that those roads do suck. A lot of construction zones and, a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Um, Bumped into Fletcher Denning too. That was
Yeah, that was
great.
cool. Hmm.
I spent a little bit of time with him when I was cruising through Nashville. So getting to see him was awesome. Dude
High
looks great.
rise,
Yeah, dude looks really good. He looks like he's happy, like he's in good shape, like just,
enjoying life.
everything is flowing with him and I feel really happy for him and I'm glad to see that he just continues to crush.
I wonder if they sing up there like everything's happy in a chair, swinging from here to there, like doing all that weird stuff in the air, like they just don't care. They just may.
I just got like a visual of a Family Guy like sing along with window cleaners.
Sure, it'll happen. I'm sure they got it.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, Fletcher, his comment to me was, and I don't understand these guys in these shirts. Like, I'm like, yeah, I get it. NASCAR, Pepsi Cola,
Yeah.
John Deere, all the advertisements. And I thought about it, and the reason, the original reason I got the sublimated dye shirt wasn't to run a marathon or be a NASCAR driver. It's that the old lady across the street or down the street doesn't call the cops while I'm doing door hangers and shit like that. And
Yeah.
it also makes it a lot louder to make it obviously you're not, in the neighborhood soliciting or doing something stupid. You're a damn pressure washer, and there's their phone number. So like
Yeah.
comments and complaints, comment on my driving, they'll just call up your cell phone and yell at you. Have you ever had that happen?
Call about my driving or worry about me being in the neighborhoods?
Call about the driving. Like call your phone number. Like I just saw your driver go through a stop sign.
No, but there's been one time where I thought for sure, take care, Adam. It's good to see you, buddy. And you be safe too. It was really good to meet you, man. There's one time where I thought I was gonna get a phone call. Um, and it wasn't even my fault. It was the person that was just being aggravated. You know what I mean? I like,
Sure. Fire with
but
gasoline.
yeah, so I was just like, I could see them like staring at me as they were driving, and I'm like, but I know I'm gonna get a phone call about this shit. But
Yes.
it is what it is.
They just waited a couple of years and then report your Facebook profile. Just kidding. That's super petty, but
Yeah,
they wouldn't do that.
that would be fucked up.
Yeah, it is fucked up. But
Yeah.
yeah, so anyway, on a hupper note, today I've got a small gutter cleaning job and just implementing, I've got a list of 5 things I need to work on this week and next week to get back on course and get the ship right.
Agreed. I'm not really implementing too much. Like, I didn't, I don't know, I didn't take a bunch of ideas per se for the business this time,
Okay.
away from it this year. But what I did take away was the fact that I text you and and Tom text, um, and I put it in my head. I know this. I put it out into the world. I put it out into the universe. I declared yesterday was the end of summer for this guy. And that means no more excuses. The weather, the phone's going to start ringing. I'm going to start being more proactive. We, me, I don't know who the fuck we is. I don't have a mouse in my pocket.
Oh,
I yeah, I am going to be more proactive when it comes to attaining sales and setting goals. I was really good in the beginning of the year about doing some of that stuff. I was very proactive about saying goals out loud into the universe, and gonna go about doing that again. My goal
cool.
this week is to tack on 3 more houses, right? That's what I want to try and do. If I can set it up, paycheck will be a lot better. It doesn't sound like much, an extra house a day, totally attainable. Uh, and we can do that. And again, there's no, I guess it's me, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of the sales aspect is pretty much my responsibility. And I can give excuses for why I'm slow in the summer, and I can make excuses, and some are valid and some are whatever. But what it really is, and what it really boils down to, Mark, and it is me and my effort. And
Oh, yeah.
I've been a little slacking and a little lackadaisical, going through a funk, whatever. But excuse time is over. It's time to fucking shit. My grandpa used to say, "Shit or get off the pot."
Yep.
You know what I did this morning? 3 times.
Hmm.
Ha ha ha.
I shit 3 times.
Take a
Oh, more like
guess.
two. Yes. You got off the pot. The important part is, yeah, you're right. Just showing up and doing it. So
Oh,
that's my goal is to implement all this
bro,
stuff.
it's
What's up?
fucking raining outside.
Cool. Don't
Not
you guys
really.
need rain?
My truck windows are rolled down.
Oh, not expecting that one.
Yeah. Oh, it's not only raining, it's raining big, bro.
Cool monsoonage. Well, that's a good
That
thing
so
besides the
that's
truck
why
windows.
people out here in Arizona don't get their windows done because they're afraid it's going to rain, and there's proof in the pudding. It's
I
usually
love
early
pudding.
morning rains, and the cat's outside. The cat's going to hate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cats hate
usually
water.
it comes through late nights or early mornings. So that's where we are today.
Very
Shit.
nice.
The window
Well,
cleaning
you're
today. I
watering
need to
your
bring in
seat.
a couple buckets. Oh,
Yeah,
also, one of the fun things this time, sticker exchange. A lot of guys
oh
brought their
yes.
stickers, which
Mhm.
was fun. I got a sticker
Mine are
from
in the
Freedom.
office.
Deeds, I got a sticker for you from Freedom, but unfortunately, I forgot to
Hmm.
hand it to you. So we'll have to get
No problem.
Chris to mail you one.
No problem.
Hey, have
But
you ever seen
the rain.
the dual rinse in
Oh, I
here?
have not seen it. No, I didn't have it at the huge on display this year. No,
Yeah, it's
but
not
I
too
like it.
shabby.
I like the
Mm.
volume. I like the flush. I love
Oh, shut up,
the
man.
brush for French pane windows because you can
Yeah.
scrub, get some oxidation off, and just really go nuts at it. The rinse bar is great for it, in my opinion, but a double rinse bar would really help flush out. The more flush, the merrier. Get all the stuff out of the sills. I still don't have a sill brush either, which I wouldn't mind because a lot of sills down here need it because the landscapers just blow crap into the screens and goes up. So it's important.
You know what? I have a when I was gone on my trip this summer, I got a what's it called? Like one of the originals, like one of their mock-ups, or what are they called? Prototypes.
Yeah,
I
for
got a
display and use only.
yeah, I got a prototype one. I have a sail brush as well, but maybe I should send you that prototype one because it would look cooler on your wall than just sitting in my backyard.
Yeah, I put it to use too.
All right, I'll send it to you.
Cool, thank you.
So speaking of sending it to you, there's a couple things that I need to send out today. I've been holding off on and being a real slow poke. I need to get something out to Jason Rains at Groovy Bubbles. I need to get something out to
Groovy.
uh, Anthony from Panda and
Tony.
I'm going to get what else do I need to do? Oh, I took some pictures while I was there. So I would like to get some of you guys a couple photos that I took. It sounds really corny, and yeah, we have stuff in our Facebook feeds and in our memories, and we can scroll and find it. But I printed out some of these pictures, and I'll be honest, I really like the way some of them came out.
Cool.
It's like a nice, I'm gonna put a couple throughout the house as reminders of how much fun I have when I go see all of our friends. And it kind of, if and when you start feeling down, instead of scrolling through Facebook, you can take a picture. There's a couple of me and you deeds where you can just see the joy. And
Look at this photograph. Like this
yeah,
kind of
man.
stuff. Yeah.
It's corny, but yeah, it's
Technically a photo.
very much so. Like the one in I got some tall standing ass hair, and you and I are just both shit eating grins. I think it was
Yeah.
before I received a text, and it was before I checked my phone. That's how early in the morning it.
Before they fuck my day up, man. Damn.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Let's tell you about everybody that's in the hospital and dying of cancer.
I got the Kansas. Oh, damn it. Not today. Not yesterday. Don't, prayers for those people, though. All kidding aside.
Yeah,
And
I know.
the health scare, too. I understand what she's going through because I had diverticulitis. So it's
Yeah.
rough, inflammation, and it's a pain in the ass.
She had like a perforated something. I don't even
Yeah,
fucking know.
that's worse than what I've gone through, but, you know, the area, the discomfort, fatigue, etc. So prayers.
But can I also I can share some of this stuff with you and we're in person, and you, because we've spent even though we've only spent a little bit of amount of time together in person, just in
Hmm.
Vegas now here, um you're really good at reading me, and you can see when I'm I feel like you can notice and recognize when it's time, like when I'm about ready to have had hit my mark of full, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, looks like this dude's about ready to spin out. He probably needs to get back to the room.
I'm
So
certified service dog.
you are a certified good friend, is what you are, dude.
Well,
Seriously,
thank you.
like,
I'm gonna lay
uh,
down now, and you can rub my belly,
not like
like Mikey,
Mikey.
like Mikey likes. Mikey
No,
likes it.
no. Mike Matthews says he's glad that you're better. I'm glad that
Oh,
you're better. I'm glad that Mike joined us too. That
yes, for
really
sure.
kind of put the cherry on top. I got to spend
Bloop.
quite a bit of time with Mike in his surroundings in Crossville this summer, and then to be fortunate enough to get a ticket to bring him along, and then he spent the night and hung out, and yeah, man, his heart showed through too.
Yeah,
Just hanging out with
very cool
everybody
dude.
as well.
Yeah,
Massive
and that's the
fucking
thing.
guy, right?
Yeah, a little bit taller than you'd think, but damn banana hands. But yeah, cool dude. And that's the point of these conventions, these networking events, is that you get to meet, you get to spend time with like-minded dudes, because that's where it's at. So join the IWCA, go to their Orlando show coming up here in February. Go to the Huge next year, held somewhere in Orlando.
Yeah, they announced the IWC a few weeks back. It is going to be in Orlando. We're going to kind of share our stories about what we did when we were in Orlando over the next few, or not in Orlando, but when we were in Vegas at the last IWCA, and kind of give people ideas on what the IWCA does for small businesses, owners, members. Um, and if you are interested in going to one of their events, their next one is coming up in 6 months. So we're going to get people, if they want to get signed up for either the IWCA trade show and convention, or if they just want to get signed up for the IWCA, we're going to help you get that all dialed in.
Yeah, we'll
Uh,
focus on that over the coming months and see how
yeah.
we can help because it's a good brotherhood for window cleaners. We don't utilize it enough. There's so many resources. So that's something I'm also looking into over the coming week or three is trying to nail down how they can help my business, etc. So just another piece of the proverbial business pie.
Yeah, and to be honest, there's so many, like what you said, there's so many resources out there available for people like us. And then sometimes we don't even realize what the resources are.
Hmm.
So that is some, I almost need to do a little homework on that as well. Find out exactly, deep dive. I've been a member twice now. I let my membership lapse on accident 1 year, and then I signed up last year, currently a member. And with it being in Orlando, I really hope to get there. That's kind of a goal. I hope to get there. Orlando is the other side of the damn country for me, though. It's like a 6 hour
Sure.
flight. I don't know, man. So we'll see. We'll see. But I do hope to get there. So
Well, hope to see you there. Hope I can make it as well. It's pretty. I mean, I've got Southwest, so it's probably a $119 flight for me. It's not bad, but just gonna make sure the cards are right and such. So gonna work hard now. Work hard through Christmas light season to make early spring good before it takes off.
let me ask you, did you get any Christmas light information while you were there? Did you even go check out any booths or what were you really doing? Because most of the time we were kind of hanging out together, but there were typically times when we split and you do your thing and I'm out fucking around doing my
Oh yeah.
thing.
No, I,
What
I checked everything out, and a lot of times now they're trying to sell you for Christmas lights are banging, but a lot of these guys they're also pushing commercial. Something I'm really interested in, but
pushing
I'm not
commercial
in
what?
lighting, like lighting
Okay.
up campuses.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But part of that is the landscaping art. So they've got like the giant snowflakes, the big archways and stuff. But that's not really my bag because there's storage involved. So anyway, I
Yeah.
just went and saw the girls with Clippa. Just said hi, checked out their display. It was nice, and just
I
walked
went and
around
saw the
paying
girls.
the girls at Clippa. It's like Charlie's Angels over there. It's pretty cool. But they're all knowledgeable. They all got their own side lighting business. They're all very successful. Mostly Californian women. They should have like a show on E. You know,
Oh, the Real
Christmas light.
Housewives, not
Yeah,
Desperate Housewives, but like the Real Housewives of Christmas light hanging or some shit.
yeah, Christmas wives of South Cali. But that's coming next year. But yeah, everything's good there. But I'm not into the whole commercial like lighting up like a complex, with cubes and giant. Yeah, I'm all rooftop and tree illumination just to keep it easier. But I went and checked it out. There's a lot of vendors and stuff. I got remember she's like, come over here and sign up for a customer, a website and shit. Like,
Bro,
God
that
damn
was
it.
hilarious. So it
Yeah,
was you, Eric Rogers, and myself, and this petite, pretty, young
pretty young thing.
salesperson.
Yeah.
Salesperson, she rolls up and she's like, "Hey, who wants a Yeti?" And Deeds is literally leaving in like 10 minutes. Like he's getting ready to jump. We're getting ready to go walk out to the car, pack his shit, and get his ass on the
Woo
road.
woo.
And she's like, "Well, who wants a Yeti?" And Deeds is like, "My hands are tiny." And she's like, it'll hold this and you can do this and it has wheels." And he's like, "Fuck, like how many ways can I tell this lady no?" So
Yeah.
eventually he walks his happy ass over there, gets him to do whatever. I duck out, and 5-10 minutes later, I run into him, and he's like, "Dude, they're trying to pitch me a CRM, which is the same thing that I'm already doing as a beta tester for, this and that." And it's like waste of time, but it was
Yeah. I actually broke up with her too. That was a good part. She's like, well, we can do this, this, and this for your business. I'm like, well, I'm currently working on, into a CRM, compiling everything so I can do email automation, so I can do
yeah.
SMS, phone reminder, stuff like that. So I was really thankful that it's a big deal, all this stuff that I'm immersing myself in. So that's on my list of the 4 or 5 things to do this week is to uh, cherry out the CRM that I'm using. That way I can set attachments of my insurance with estimates, terms and conditions. I'm learning the ropes because it's like going from I use Mark8 for my CRM. So it's all pretty easy. It's an app on the phone, but the new one I'm using, the Window Cleaner CRM, is also an app on the phone, but it's just got different items, settings. I got to learn the buttons. So it's like going from a Google phone, an Android, to an Apple. You got to hold shit down and you got to move it over. So as I'm familiarizing myself, I'm moving my entire customer base and work platform over to the CRM for Window Cleaner, their marketing thing, and then getting rid of Mark8. So I'll save the headache of trying to learn 2 things and just nail it down. So that's what I'm doing
Yeah, if
this
you can
week.
keep your focus on one thing, I find it a lot easier, at least for me,
Mm,
like to attain and, set those goals and then figure it out, master
Yeah.
that, and then start adding.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like 4 or 5 things basically, and I'm going down the list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my wife's helping me with the email
My wife.
branding like that. Oh, she's working on that, and we're crisping today to start firing away because I've got 48 pages of customers. So instead of doing A through B, B through C, I'm just going to go page one, page two, page three. As a couple days go on, just to go through the whole lineup of customers, and
Yeah.
then start over again, etc. So not even well, yeah, alphabetical, but just do it page by page because it makes my life easier. So I'm not just doing C's one day and there's 12 C's, and a couple days later D's there's like
I
30.
left off at
So
page 3 or whatever.
yeah, but so yeah, that's my fun. Just gonna start dripping because in order to get more money, I need more leads. In order to get more leads, I need to be seen more. In order to be seen more, I've got to advertise, and that's something I've been really weak. Because it's in this line of work, I'm good with a few jobs a week, but kids are getting older, bills are getting bigger, uh,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I'm like, holy shit, I got to perform more. So raising prices, getting more leads, closing more jobs. So in order to do that, I'm fine getting out of my comfort zone. I'm going to start doing Facebook ads and then dripping to my current customers, which is something I was really terrible at. Because I would only do that when I'm dry and just, like a shotgun blast. But now I'm going to do a drip technique, if you will. So
Yeah.
hopefully
Keep
business will
that
grow because I
keep
got
that
Christmas
flow
lights.
going.
Yeah, Christmas lights are coming up, so I've got my list of returning light customers. So I'm going to personally, personalize an email to them one a day, just to kind of reach out, later in this month or actually September.
Keep
So
it
my
fresh in their
bet,
mind.
yep. So my big goal is to jump back out and be a force to be reckoned with in my little area. Because there's a ton of little washers, stuff like that, guys who pop up. But because I've been doing this 5, 6 years, I've got the omnipresence. I've got the good ratings, the good all that stuff. So I realize that more serious. So that's what I'm doing this week.
Yeah. Hey, were you there? So one of the other highlights for me too is actually just kind of watching the WCR guys and the Zero guys
Sure.
interact with the different clientele and the customers. And it's a lot of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like watching them stand on their feet, interaction, that's using a lot of energy. So I want to give a shout out to um Alex, who was there holding the fort down, Jersey, Steve-O, Zane, John Lee, and Grubbs,
Austin.
Austin Grubbs. We gotta spend a little bit of time with him this time. Caught him for coffee a couple times. Did not catch him out in the nightlife time. One of these days, one of these conventions, I would love to be able to get a pick Austin's brain a little more. He seems like an interesting cat.
Yeah, he
Um,
lives, I think, something like 17, 25 miles. He's in my market outside of my market area. He's north of
gotcha.
me 15 miles or so. I always thought he was up in the a further part in the Conroe Woodland. So he moved recently. So we'll have to hook up and grab some coffee or something sometime. We'll have him on the
Yeah,
show sometime.
yeah, and Austin and John B and Zane, they do the lower rung, and
Hmm.
they've talked about collabing and getting together with us. I would love to do that.
For sure. Like a
I
mega Zoom
yeah,
action.
I have nothing but the utmost respect and love for Zane. John B is a stellar, stellar human being,
Yeah.
and invited me to have some coffee with him in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, when I was on my road trip. Um,
Gotta pay the trolls toll to pit into that boys hole.
so he took me to this great spot, and there was like like we were under a bridge.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
under the bridge.
exactly. And like there was like a little
No, 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 no,
peak,
no.
and there was some fun graffiti on the stuff. And yeah, John B's a good dude. And you and I got an opportunity to spend some time with him when we were in Vegas.
Yep.
Um, and I think you put a smile on his face one or two
Oh
times,
yeah.
if I do
I like to make
recall.
I like to make him laugh. It's always good.
Yeah.
So he's choking on his food and shit. It's always funny to watch people. It's like, no, stop. But yeah, it's good times and good. Even this time with Mike grabbing some coffee. I'd like to find out if that's like an Ethiopian roast or what that is.
That's actually Fort Smith.
Okay.
It's a coffee shop that is in Arkansas,
Okay.
and I'm sure he can maybe get you a bag of that stuff and maybe hook you up. It's a
I'll check
really
it out.
I think they have two locations right there, um, in Fort Smith. I know they have at least one, and they took me there to go do the windows when I was visiting, and
Awesome.
the coffee's dope. Matter of fact, I
Nice.
don't know if you can see my bucket behind me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a cool sticker you have out there, but over time it lapsed to show it was your bucket sticker. Very nice.
Yeah. And on the backside, I have one of those Fort Smith coffee stickers because it's a really cool building. They had a bunch of great plants going. They had a bunch of art, cool seating, very big open area. So I really dug that vibe that they had going on while we were there. That
Cool.
whole city, though, man, of Fort Smith, Arkansas, was awesome, dude. I
Dude, I don't
really
even know Fort Smith, Arkansas, man. You don't even know Fort Smith, Joe.
it's on the border of Oklahoma and Arkansas,
Sounds
and
about right.
it
It's like a
is
rough
a
town,
it was
rough
really
side of
cool.
the tracks.
It kind of reminded me of a new version of what like Mayberry is in your head. Small town
Sure.
feel, but kind of like bigger, like a little larger. They had some great art on the
Murals on the
buildings there.
building. That's
Yeah, they
always
had
cool
murals.
in the heartland of America to see the shit that the artists put up there.
Yeah, it was dope. They had a lot of old buildings too, a lot of bricks,
Yep.
really cool old cemeteries, and I got a history lesson from Zane, who is awesome about that, and it was a lot of fun. So
Fort Smith. Is there even a Fort Smith on Fort Smith, or is that just the name?
I don't know. I bet there was at one time. I
Sure.
believe if memory serves me, Zane was talking about that it was where a lot of people were stationed in the war
Sure.
back in the day. So yeah, man.
Question. Is
Yeah.
there a river that divides Arkansas and Oklahoma right there at Fort Smith?
I don't know if there's a river there, but I don't know if it divides it or if it just rolls through it, like up
Because
and
a lot
like
of the topography of the state, it always is like a Red River or the Oklahoma River, whatever you want to call it.
yeah, there was something right there. There's bridge that we had to cross in one area, or like there's this big old ass thing, and I look over his hand, and I was like, "What is that?" And he's like, "That's a barge." What the
Huh.
fuck? It looked like a big floating tank.
Doo- Yeah, they
Yeah,
pull for oil and gas, all that shit.
yeah, it was pretty wild. So
Neat. History
yeah,
lessons.
man, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I'm back from the huge. It's just time to decompress, get all your shit together. I'm excited to try out this got Thorbo Gray, the butter rubber. So I'm gonna pick out a channel. It's a 14-inch silver NXTR Mormon. So I'm gonna get my favorite 14-inch out, change the rubber to that gray, and use that this week and see how it works. And
Yeah, I
that's very
think
limited
Mike.
stock.
Yeah, Mike got some of that stuff too. I should have grabbed
Oh,
a
he grabbed
slab
it. He
from
grabbed
him.
it for me. I'll
Nice,
send you some.
sweet. Um, yeah, I didn't really, it's weird too. This year I didn't walk away with a bunch of goodies. I didn't take away a bunch of swag. I even brought an empty backpack in my suitcase. I didn't
Yeah.
fill it.
Go
I
to
think
go to one of the displays, take all their keychains or their bottle openers, like you know.
yeah, I didn't, I think the most that I brought back was like stickers and stuff from our friends. But yeah, I didn't bring anything home this year. It wasn't like in years past. I did get a shirt from Sid. He was kind enough to
Yeah,
bring
I'm
us
gonna wear that one of these mornings.
Fueled by Freedom limited edition, one of 100.
Limited
It's pretty
edition.
cool. And then I did
Mhm.
get a convention shirt, so that was pretty cool as well. But and the one
Cool.
that you're wearing. So I guess I did come home with some swag.
Got some
Uh,
stuff.
yeah, I did. But
I brought my
like,
giant ass suitcase and didn't need basically anything or didn't use much.
yeah, I didn't really use much either. Shit, I only brought one pair of pants, and
Pants.
dude, I told everybody, bring your hoodie, bring your hoodie, bring your hoodie, bring your
Bring the
long.
hoodie.
Yeah, bring the hoodie. I did, but I was still cold, so I basically wore those same fucking pants for 3 days.
How much was a water bottle at the store inside the operate or the Gaylord there?
Between 38 and $48, depending on how large you wanted your cup.
Crazy, right? Just nuts.
Yeah, it was a
Just
little
nuts.
excessive.
At the gift shop in the NASCAR, not NASCAR, the Nashville airport was like I think $15 for a Nashville cup. So definitely, definitely getting the hose at the Opry. Definitely getting their money's worth. The shirt from Eddie, yeah, Chris. The
Yeah, I forgot about
pink
that one. So I
shirt.
guess I came home with four shirts. So I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
got
I'm
it.
talking about.
I'm gonna have to. Mine's an XL, so I got to bulk up a little more before I can wear it. But it'll be a good night shirt for me. Or maybe I can give the pink shirt to the wife. It'll be your sandwich shirt, maybe.
There you go. Be her sandwich shirt.
Yeah,
Hey,
mayonnaise.
babe, I got something for you. Can you make me a sandwich?
Yep, you've got to open it. Ew, gross. Yeah,
So you're gonna go
people.
do a gutter cleaning, you said today?
Yep, got a small gutter job this morning. Then my wife has got to actually do coffee first, so she's doing that. Coffee date with her girlfriend. I'm doing gutters and then working on uh, website stuff. I'm going to be immersed in the business, trying to. I mean, I've got hundreds of photos in my phone that I've never uploaded to Facebook, that I've never uploaded to Google My Business or anything. So I kind of got to go through a ton and kind of weed out, delete, you know, a lot of fun stuff going on implementing business wise. So that's my agenda for the week is to climb back up to the rung that I want to be at and go full force. Stay busy because busy's a good thing.
Yep.
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 So
Yep.
just got to focus on, you know, achieving those tiny goals and everything should be awesome.
You're absolutely correct. Well, let's go ahead and start kind of wrapping this up. I'm gonna give you the opportunity. Why don't you give anybody a shout out? You want to tell anybody that you love them? You want to tell anybody that you hate them? You want to tell anybody whatever you want? Here's your shot.
Gotcha. Well, I want to thank you, Goo. It was an awesome trip. I was glad we got to roll together. That was cool. Like I said, I guess I'm your service dog. We'll kind of like DMX. What? But no, that was awesome. It was good rolling with you and meeting everybody else. That was like the blessing is just being able to immerse yourself in other window cleaners, talk a little shop with them. You know, I was trying to help other guys understand soft washing and pressure washing. They're giving me ideas for window cleaning,
Yeah.
follow ups, sales. So it was really good because that like just like the show where you and I talk, it's good to get a conversation with other window cleaners and stuff because I talk about windows and shit with my wife and she's like, uh-huh. She's scrolling her phone. She don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's nice to talk shop and just get along with other dudes. So everybody I met there and had coffee with and everything. Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. I want to see you guys again. If I'm ever rolling through your area or whatever, I'd love to stop and chat with you. If you get any giant hospital jobs or anything like that, you need help, Go Indies can come hook it up. We will travel. Have squeegees will travel action.
Yeah.
But yeah, Craig and the Rolling with the Window Cleaner and Grace, that was an awesome booth. I'm really hoping that things work out where they can get where their dream is for next year, and we'll help you in any way we can to make that happen. And Chris and Alex, and everyone at WCR and Zero, thanks for their support, listening to us and our channel and supporting us, and just being real awesome. So thank you.
Yeah, man, you just kind of nailed it on the head. Everybody that was in attendance makes made the event that much better. I've listed some of the names earlier that, when we were talking about people that we bumped into, watching Alex, slop the
He could
Mormon
do it.
around.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. Steve-O, watching him in Jersey interact with all the different people, that's a chore, and
It's
also it's kind of
busy job.
yeah, and it's really cool to see what it is that they go through and see how much work they put into the things that they do. Um, Hanging out with Mike and Zane, always a huge plus for me.
Yep.
John Lee, getting a little bit of wisdom from him in the mornings is perfect. Um, Huge shout out. I've said Mike Nichols twice, three, four times. I'll say it again. He really helped me out. The day after you left, I caught coffee with him,
Cool.
and I didn't even realize how much I needed that conversation until 2 days later when I got home yesterday morning. And so yeah, thanks, Mike Nichols. You are an amazing man, good dude, man of faith, and thank you for sharing all your wisdom or part of your wisdom with me. Um,
And your time.
yeah, and your time. And WCR and Zero, thanks for putting on a kick-ass show. As you mentioned, Craig and Grace. Another person that I wanted to tell you about, I kind of mentioned it earlier. Grace's husband, I can't even remember his name. Hunter's something. Anyways, Grace's husband, great guy. I really hope to maybe even have him on one day soon because I'd love to hear his perspective as he's kind of an insider, but kind of an outsider, right? So he does a different
Sure.
kind of
He's
job, but
like
he's
he's
been,
like our wives.
yeah.
He's a window
So
wife, basically.
yeah, but he's also been in the field
Well,
once or
yes.
twice with
He's
Craig,
cleaned
and
windows. Yeah,
yeah,
he's
and
done
he's
it. He's won the
also
belt.
Yeah, and he's also watched from afar. So I'd love to
Yeah.
pick his brain.
Can you
Um,
imagine like the family reunions or the get-togethers, just being a fly on the wall drinking? Yeah, that's got to be awesome. A
yeah,
good time,
that would
guaranteed.
be insane.
Yeah, we'll
Uh,
get him on. I'd like him and Grace.
yeah,
Grace under
that's
fire.
probably where we should take that idea. Chris Eckstein, please reach out to me, shoot me a message. We're going to get you on in the next week or two. And just to everybody who popped out, Devin, it was great to meet you, and Marissa, and just everybody, man. It was a stellar time.
Hmm.
And I look forward to these events, big time. They do help in numerous ways, and they help fill. We talk about filling our bucket. That thing right behind me, and even though I was a little
Hmm.
stressed while I was there this time, doesn't mean I didn't love it, doesn't mean I didn't learn, and doesn't mean I'm ready to not go again. I'm here for it. So and last but not
Yeah.
least, you buddy. And you said thank you to
Oh,
me, but
thank you.
rolling to these events with a friend or a partner is there's a huge upside to it. You don't feel alone. You also can feel the vibe, um, and when you have a partner like Deeds, it's awesome because it's just a good way to do it, man. So if you get the opportunity to go to the IWCA, if you get the opportunity to go to the huge, bring a friend, bring a buddy, go have some fun. If drinking is your thing, go have some drinks. If not drinking is your thing, there's plenty of people who don't do that, who are also, going through those same motions. I think at one point there was a time when we were sitting at a table, four people do not drink and one people did. And, in a lot of other places that doesn't happen. So if you're stressed about stuff like that, don't worry about it. There's lots of people that got your back. Goo and Deeds are two of them. So we're here
At the
for you
huge, I
guys.
met this cat. He said his name was Damien. He said that we're a lot alike and he wants to be my friend. At the
Dude,
DMX, Damien. Shout out to
Damien,
him.
that is probably the one that I need to shout out the most. The day that I was leaving, he and I finally had an opportunity to. Normally, there's always a bunch of people around us, right?
Sure.
Damien and I went outside, had a talk, had a puff, got to let him know what's really going on in my heart and in my head. And there's very few people in this industry and in this business that know me like Damien does. So shout
Damien
out to
does.
Damien. Yeah, shout out to Damien. Thank you for getting me through part of this week. And yeah, man. So everybody kick ass, everybody take
For
names. I
sure.
hope your passion bucket's full. What do you want to tell them, Deeds?
Change your rubbers. Change your rubbers, everybody. Change them to the Mormon silver editions. And if you don't,
You
just
can't
change them
change them
anyway.
to that because they're no longer in stock, I heard. You
They're
might
out
have
of
one of
service, so it'll be hard to
you
find.
you, you might have one of the last
Get it.
packs. So
I'm gonna donate a sleeve or donate one to the window cleaning museum, so they can always have it.
there you go.
There
Well, I
it
hope
is.
everybody has a great week. We're gonna have a guest on Wednesday. We don't know who yet, but maybe it'll be you. Give
Could
me
be
a
you.
shout. I hope you guys have a great week. Deeds, I love you, buddy. You are seriously the best, and I hope you have a
Thanks, bud.
wonderful fucking kick-ass week. Take
Kick
care,
ass of the
guys.
week. Take care, everybody. Thanks.